mathematics. Don't, from your home front, make your daughter understand that
STEM is the way to go.
Human sciences or whatever are for you. Study her. What are her attributes? Discover that her attributes might be more towards STEM courses than your boy. And you start telling the boy, you're a boy, why are you going to study religion? Or are you into those things? Should disappear from our lexicon. Encourage them to go at the pace and potentials they display. That way, gradually, all these discriminatory tendencies will disappear. And the role of the woman, tell you the truth, it doesn't have to do with womanhood. It has to do with what? Character dispositions. And the character dispositions, what we are trying to emphasize here, associated with womanhood, is the thing that drives modern society. Let us teach it, let us preach it, let us enforce it, and let us now, at a later level of governance, as it has to do with policy formulation and implementation, now work towards its manifestation. The society will get to a juster level of engagement.
Fantastic. We'll end the conversation with you because you're a woman and the matter is really, you're the one that wears the shoe. So you really can tell whether it's the front or the back, the shoe pinches. Now, there is this thing we do, women to women. Why don't we support ourselves? Is it part of the fact that we've been brainwashed to thinking that men will serve us better? Or why? We'll take the conversation from there and then I'll take your final words.
Okay. Women tend to compete with other women. We do not know how to do the comradeship that the men do.
Abi?
We because it's always a 1 out of 1,000 for us. It's always a 2 out of 2,000. So you find yourself as the single woman in a particular field. Another woman that comes into the field, she possibly is coming with this, they said there's another woman there. She naturally is inclined to compete with the other woman there, as if the other men are not at the same level. So the men just leave us to our own business. They're just like,
you eliminate yourselves.
They will eliminate themselves. Like in this competition, they don't matter. Like we know them.
We know, yeah.
One of them is going to drop off.
Yeah.
And until we get to the point where women are encouraged, and I think these things have been in society for a long time. One of the reasons why you still find this issue of I can't have a true friend as a true friend. You have a fine boyfriend, she's gunning for him. You have a fine husband, she's trying to. You go home one day. One of my uncles is an allergy, said something to me. Said, "Do you know why my first wife left? Because she was always telling her other friends how well I was taking care of her. And then when she tells those ones, this one, he gave me 50,000 yesterday. You say,
Really?
Do you know how much money your husband has? You collected 50,000. Your allergy should be giving you 150K. Do you know they chased that woman out of the house? And one of the so-called friends
became the wife.
Became the distant wife.
Oh, wow.
And then when she now discovered she couldn't go back because she had burned so many bridges. What is the problem? She was telling friends who were competing with her and were too jealous of her from the very beginning. She never knew. Women have been conditioned over a long period of time to feel that every other woman in the same boat with you is a threat to you. I mean, your sister is your sister. That's why you find even sisters, very oddly, sisters are competing. And you're asking the question, what is the competition about? We need to do the Yoruba thing of Agbajowo Lafin Soya. We need to hold each other by the hands and say to one another, if you're going to take one step, I am ready to prop you up. If you need to fly, recognize where your fellow sister, and I say sisters, for me, I have sisters who are not from my mother and across fields of endeavor. So for me, I just look at it. So going back to my last words, are you ready for that now?
Yes, right now.
Gender budgeting is what the government needs to do. Apart from setting policies that will make things work. 4.7% of women are in the National Assembly as we speak. Over 360 and over 109 senators. Only 4 here and 17 of 360. Just imagine the numbers. We need to be intentional about the laws we're making, which means if you're going to employ women in this organization, you must give room to at least employing, not 35 affirmative action. I hate that statement. 50-50.
All right, we'll get there. Hopefully next year when we invite you, the conversation would have moved forward. These gaps and loopholes have...
With me, it's all about gender budgeting. If the government will dare to be more inclusive in their budget. They will find out, good day, ma'am, they will find out that when they make laws, naturally, it will favor both genders. If you're going to give more money to an industry where you have less women working, then you should also make laws that would ensure that the next set of employment will favor more women. What it simply means